Alright, hey guys, I haven't done like behind the scenes or stuff before, so in today's video I'm gonna show how I was working on my next video, which I'm not sure what the title is either. I think it's gonna be called like the biggest mistake of my life or something. I don't really know. So first off, we're going to look at my stuff. So you can see here that I have all the frames done. And actually this is not a lot of frames. I think I haven't drawn the in-betweens yet, so I'll have to check with my script, my scripting. Normally my scripts is just like this, but this is actually halfway of the script, and normally when I record my voice for these stuff, it's impromptu, and my script is just a guideline, it's not what I'm actually saying. So yeah, I've recorded everything, so I think there's some in-betweens that I've not done yet, and this is my stuff where I have to realign all the frames to my work. And I think at one point of this, that's not inside this script here, I talk about my screen brightness, so I'll have to draw a suitable image for it. And normally when I draw, I have one entire PSD file for every single drawing I have going to be used in the video, so you can see that this is the different frames. So I'll just create a new group and I'll have a new layer inside, and this is where I start drawing. I try my best to remember the size of the brush I use so that there's no line inconsistencies in my videos. I know that I don't have very good video quality compared to other animation artists, but I know that I'm not an animator. I simply tell stories with the use of images to enhance the storytelling experience. I am not an animator, but still I try my best to put as much effort as possible and animate when necessary. I do not own any animation softwares, so that's why my animation is quite limited to stop motion or simply rotoscoping. And since I'm talking about the screen settings, I guess the best case I can do here is to draw a monitor. I know it's a very simple representation, but generally it makes a storytelling experience a lot more pleasant when there is different images shown on screen. And what I'm gonna do is that, okay, I'm completely into this video unplanned. I don't really know what I'm drawing, but I guess first off I will draw a monitor. So we take my brush, and normally I set to 20, and with the pressure on, you hold shift to create a straight line when you draw. Sometimes the test layer is a little too strong, so what you do is what I normally do is I just change the opacity so that it appears not as strong. I can still see what I'm generally drawing, but I can still see what I'm generally drawing, but I can see what I'm generally okay guys, I'm really messing this one up. I can see what I'm generally drawing, but it's not interfering with my current line work, that's all. So this part is going to be a round base, like most monitors. Well, my old monitor had a round base anyways. It was a Philips model. It was an IPS screen and it was 60 Hz. And to be honest, I kind of missed that screen because it was such a good screen, to be honest. The colors were very good, and I guess that justifies the $200 price. Though honestly, you could have just taken that money and bought, I could have just taken that money and bought a Korean 144Hz screen, but I didn't know better at the time. Like at that time when I bought the screen, high hertz monitors wasn't a big thing for Fosu, so yeah. Another thing I have problems with when I draw is generally wobbly lines, but well, I think there's some people who might notice and some people who might not. So in this scene, I'm going to be showing the settings on the screen, so you know there's buttons on the monitor. So now is, as you can see here, this base is not straight. So what I do is that I select it. Oops. And then I transform. I stretch it a little to match. Okay, you can see that here is chopped off. So we need to touch this area up. Okay, then what I do next is that I create a new layer, which is for where I color. I use the magic wand tool and select the insides of where I want to be colored, and I go to select, modify, expand by 1, and I fill in the screen. Oh, whoops. Well, I'll fix that later. And I usually just change the opacity instead of using a grey color unless I really need it. I'll just use a rectangle select tool to get rid of this area. Oops. Okay. And I'll just color in the buttons. And there we go, we have a simple screen. So I want both of these to be centered. And well, according to Photoshop, the screen itself is already centered. Alright. So this is going to be my showing of a monitor, and I want this. I'll just merge these together. And I want to have a scene where we zoom into the monitor side, and we will showcase these buttons. So I'll just expand these, and I'll build on from these. So what I'm gonna do now is that I want to draw the different bars of color. When you change your screen settings, normally you have these different what would you call them? Like you have these bars telling you like what's the level of brightness and stuff on it. So I'll just draw 2 of them. Actually, you know, I can just take this and copy paste, to be honest. So here is the part where I write. Okay, at this part I don't want there to be a varying size when I write. So what I'm gonna do is change this to a nice reasonable size and write something like, let's say, brightness. Okay, so solid black is too dark, so I'll write it in light so it doesn't interfere with the visual. I know I really sound like I'm super like intelligent or something right now, that I really know what I'm doing, but the truth is I just don't. Just draw whatever you think makes the image look good, to be honest. That's how we work here in Tokaku Productions. So over here I'll just put in color, probably some not very strong looking green. I'll do the same with here. The contrast shouldn't be too high. I normally don't have contrast as high as brightness. So now we switch back to black, and I'll change back the brush size. And we have the brightness maybe in here. This is not actually how screen monitor buttons work, but it's just a visual to illustrate a point. So I know that the last button is always the power off button, so I'll just draw the power off sign here. So this is our visual for just 1 split second of the video. Honestly, I could have put this lower. I think I will now. Like this, should do fine. Alright, and that's we just save our work. So this is going to be the first part, and the second frame is going to be there. I don't know where to save this, so I'll put this at the end. And we will slowly put it into our work in here when I raise it up. Normally all I do is just like do stuff hello everybody. If anyone ever asks me like what game do I play or what I'm kind of good at, so I do a lot of editing here. I can change the length of how long frames appear, if there's any fade-ins or anything, and that's how I normally work. It's very simple, but most of the effort when it comes to these videos are the drawings. But to be honest, this one doesn't have enough drawings. I think I have to draw more visuals later to improve the quality, because normally if I'm not wrong, in my older drawing videos, I've taken up to 60 frames. Like Flexing on Kids here has up to 54 total drawings or frames, and How Also Changed My Life here has also 52 drawings. While on the other hand, this one only has strangely 28 up to 30. I'll be working on this, and I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.